Alright, what up, air signs? So, I just did the fire signs reading, and I actually, in that video, I said air signs a couple of times. Um, so, there could be a connection between these two videos for sure. So, we'll see how this one goes. Alright. So, I write down my intro because I'm terrible at intros. So, my name's Ben. I'm a spiritual teacher and an intuitive reader. These readings are intended to be timeless, but so whenever you're watching it is when it's meant for you, even though it's dated for this upcoming week of July 28th to August 3rd. This is for air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and sorry, I was reading. Aquarius, Gemini, and why am I having a mind blank right now? I know all the signs. Hold it, I'm literally drawing a blank right now. So whatever one I'm drawing a blank on, it must be really significant. Think, Ben. Libra. God. Talk about a brain fart. So this reading must really be for Libra because I couldn't think of that at all. So that might be significant for some of you. Finish my intro here. All right, so what was I want to say? Oh, the artwork on my channel, like my profile photo for the channel, the thumbnails, that's all art that's made by me. I make spiritual and geometric art. I'm also working on clothing as well, but it's not ready yet. But if you want, you can follow me on my Deviant art, which is just Esoteric Insight, because I post some of my art on there. You can download it. It's like $5 per piece, but you're free to do what you want with it once it's purchased. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, clothes will be ready soon. They're not ready yet. I may even offer, like, if you buy a personal reading with me, I may throw in like a company t-shirt for free, which is a very exclusive. I'm only ordering like a very set number of Esoteric Insight shirts, for at least the first line. So we'll see. I haven't decided what I want to do with that yet, but all right. Also, I have 3 new decks here. We have the Mystical Shaman Oracle on the end there. This one here is Angels and Ancestors, and then we have the Dragon Oracle at the end there. So we're going to start with our Mythic Tarot, as usual. Because I like to use my tarot decks as the situation, and the Oracle as also for situation, but mostly for advice. Because, you know, there's advice and insight in both, but I like to specify that so I get very clear messages. So let's see what we got going on, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Also, even if you're not an air sign, if this resonates for you, then it's for you. Regardless of your sign, age, race, gender, I don't care. If it's for you, it's for you. Your age, though, disclaimer, you probably shouldn't watch my channel if you're really young, because for one, I'm very blunt, I'm very honest, so I'm going to say exactly what needs to be said. I won't sugarcoat shit. And I know that can hurt, not hurt people's feelings, but like, it can trigger people, let's just say that. Also, I'm unfiltered, so I do swear on this channel, so anyone that's younger, I don't know, get your parents' permission or something, because I'm very raw. So, let's see. I don't even know if there's any kids. I don't think there's any kids that watch this channel anyway, but just in case there is. Okay. Intriguing. Interesting. We got the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Swords so far. This is for air signs. Any other messages, Spirit? We need 4 more for this, at least. Okay. If you see smoke, I got some incense going. If you hear music, I got some beautiful music playing in the background. Put that there, that there. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, we already have some similarities for the fire reading that I just did. And since I mentioned air a couple of times in that reading, I think these readings are going to be connected. But we'll see. You know, I like to keep a fresh start on every reading. Otherwise, it's just like an extended for the other signs. So I do like to try to have a fresh perspective each reading. But if they're meant to connect, they are meant to connect. So that's why I mention it. Any other messages here for air? I guess so. Wow, this is really interesting. When I pre-shuffle all the decks before I start, and most of these cards came out when I was shuffling too. So these are very clear messages. My hands are like trembling right now, so I think somebody's nervous. I'm not nervous right now. That's why I was like, why am I shaking? I don't really like. I used to be extremely. I used to have a lot of you know, like psychoactive issues. Like I was very depressed. I was very anxious when I was younger. You know, but I've moved past all that. So when I was shaking, I was like, it brought me back to that time of when I used to have like panic attacks, or like I didn't really have much self-confidence. Now I'm probably, some people may see me as too confident, but I don't know why I put that right next to that. I meant to put it down here. I'm just gonna leave it there. So what was I saying? So you want to be confident. You know, it doesn't matter. People can think you're like, I'm picking up on the energy of this. So what I'm seeing as like, don't be afraid to be confident, because you think people might see you as arrogant, or people might see you as like full of yourself, because that honestly, that's a compliment to me. Like I used to be, I was one of those, I'm an empath as well. That's how I do this stuff. But I used to be the type of person where like I was always about everybody else, and I didn't care. Jesus, I didn't care about myself as much, because I just wanted to help other people. And I feel like that's what the energy I'm picking up on here. But now I've shifted into like, you know, I'm confident in myself. I know my worth. I know who I am. I know what I want. Like, you know, I don't really, I haven't, everyone has insecurities, but I've grown so much as a person since how I used to feel that way. And that's what I'm seeing here. Like you were in the energy of like extremely anxious, depressed. I have a lot going on, but now I'm seeing this is actually really beautiful. So let me stop rambling and let me just finish shuffling and get into the reading. Yeah, we got the High Priestess on the bottom. Alright, I don't know why I pulled so many cards, but it happened, so we're just gonna leave it that way. Because when I do these, I'm channeling. So like, I have a set plan when I go into these readings, but I'm also very fluid, because I understand that spirit, I'm doing this to relay messages. So if it doesn't go according to my plan, oh well. Like, I didn't plan to have all these cards, but if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen, so. Alright, this is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I'm gonna pull one of these. Alright. We got two. We got Standstill and The Journey. Very cool. Put this back. Okay. Oh, like I was saying with arrogance, I'm seeing this as you have a fear of people perceiving you as arrogant or selfish or self-centered, but like I was saying, that's a compliment, because the word selfish, you know, there's a positive and negative to everything. So if you see the positive aspects of that, where yeah, people may perceive you as arrogant, but it doesn't mean that you are, okay? Like me, I probably come off as arrogant to a lot of people because I'm very comfortable in my own skin. Like, I know who I am, like I got no issues with that. It doesn't matter what people think of me, like I could care less. But to other people, that comes off as arrogant or selfish because they don't have that love within themselves, so they're secretly envious of you without them even realizing that most of the time. So don't be afraid of, you know, people perceiving you that way. It doesn't mean that's actually what you are, okay? Pull some Psychic Tarot. You know, always love yourself and be comfortable in your own skin. I don't care if you're like 100 pounds, 400 pounds, if you think you're ugly, if you think you're beautiful. Everyone is beautiful, okay? Physical bodies mean nothing. Always take care of your physical body, but you are not defined by your physical body, okay? And you need to love yourself internally as well, not just externally. These are messages that are coming through right now, so whatever I'm saying must be really significant for somebody. So we have Memories of Love and Choose Wisely. And then we'll almost done shuffling here. We got two more decks to do. This is already a very positive message though, so that's a relief because I just did the fire signs. My goodness, fire signs. or whoever that reading was for, because you know it's for anyone that it resonates with but Jesus. This is a nice relief compared to that reading. That was really heavy energy. So if you resonated with that reading and you're watching this one, or even if you watch that one after this one, like, please take what I said to heart, okay? Like, you're gonna see like the parent in me come out in that video. Like, you guys are like my children, and like I want to make sure that you're guided properly. That's why I'm so passionate about what I do. So that video was very intense. So if you need like some intense advice, watch that video. Because like I said, I'm very blunt, but it's because I care. So we got Spirit Fox that came out. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. It says Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. And then we'll probably pull like one more. I'll take that one. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Yeah, exactly. Like I was just saying with that self-worth. Be confident, know who you are. Be comfortable in your own skin. It doesn't matter what people think of you, what they say about you. All that matters is what you think and say about yourself. All right. Okay. And dragons. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to throw you down there, buddy. All right. Probably like one of our dragon friends here. This is very positive, honestly. Very good, very good. So, I'm also getting another message right now. The fire sign reading that I just did, because I mentioned air signs in those videos, like when I was doing the fire signs, I said air signs like 3 times, even though it was for fire. So I feel like these two readings are connected. And what I'm seeing here is the fire sign reading was the very harsh lessons that were being learned and whatever scenario that they're in. And this is like, this one is the hard times have ended and you're into the abundance of it. So if those readings, if they do connect for you, what I'm seeing is the fire sign one, like I said, this is only if both of these apply to you, okay? If both of the readings resonated for you, the fire one is going to be the past energy of what you're either currently in and moving past, and then this one is going to be the abundance that's coming for you if you leave that situation. Okay, if you don't, you're going to stay in the same cycle, that karmic cycle. But if you leave that karmic cycle, because what this is saying is the hard times are over in this one and you're entering into abundance, is what this reading is going to be about. So take whatever one fits for you. If you've already ended that and you're entering into the abundance, but you have to be honest with yourself, okay? You have to use your discernment. I'm just a guide. I can't tell you where you are. Only you know where you are. Wow. Yeah, I'll explain that in okay. Yep, prove my freaking point. This card came out too for their reading. So we got Pure White Dragon from Orion and we got Fire Dragon. Transform your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom, process what you know, act with truth and honesty, and let your wings of light grow and expand. Then we have Fire Dragon, burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected, be determined and inspired, and clear your soul pathway. So, very cool. We'll put those over here. Alright, then we're going to jump into this reading. Okay. Alright, we'll start here. So, the central focus for your reading is the Nine of Wands. So like I was saying, this is the Nine of Wands. It's about perseverance. Like this ship here, they are so close to that dock. See, that's the dock right here. But there's so much storm and so much shit going on around them that they just have to push through that last little bit and they're safe, okay? That's what this reading is entailing. You're at the end of a very difficult journey and there's that final push to get to where you want. But look what's here when you get there, okay? We'll get over there, but that's the focus of this reading right now. So up here we have the Ace of Swords. So around you right now, the energy that's surrounding you is truth and clarity, but what you're seeing physically is like more of a love energy. So, because this position is the heavenly influences that are surrounding you, even though you can't see them. So, what's surrounding you is Spirit is giving you a lot of, like, if you're, let's say you're another reader or you're just very intuitive, very spiritual like this, Spirit is giving you so many downloads, like you're just really receiving so much clarity and insight on whatever it is you're asking about, because that's the energy that's just swirling around you right now, is truth and clarity. But what you're seeing and what you're physically feeling is love. And up here, they're both positive, don't worry, it's just the two different perspectives here. So what you're feeling is you're feeling very full of love, like you want to give your love to somebody that deserves it. And if we're playing off the fire reading that I just did, the people that resonate for that reading, they were in an extremely toxic situation that they know was no good for them, but they were staying in it anyway. And what I told them is, you need to walk away from that if you want to be with someone who truly is going to respect you and appreciate you. So that's what this is you're realizing that you only want to give this cup to someone that's going to truly appreciate you and respect you, you know? And here we have the Heart Guardian too, love and let yourself be loved. So you're really just feeling this loving feeling right now, which I'm very glad of, because air signs, you guys are air, so you're not very emotional, which is interesting. Whereas the water, when I just did the water signs reading, they're extremely emotional, but they needed to be more logical. And that was also represented in the monthly readings as well for water and air. So you guys are having to tap into the other side of yourself, okay, for you to receive your abundance. Because you can't just live out of emotion, or you can't just live out of logic. You need both. So that's what this is, where it's like you found your heart. Like, I'm not saying you are heartless, but like it's like you opened the door to your own heart. So you're really starting to just feel that like love. Like you just feel like a couple of, like you just want to give it out. Like you just feel like a couple of, which may be weird for you because you're usually so logical. Okay, so, but it's good. That's a positive thing. And then here we have the Ace of Wands. So this is what's going on the inside of you that's affecting your external reality. So not only are you feeling like a love bug on the inside, you're feeling fucking passionate and ready to start something. You're like, all right, where's my soulmate? I'm ready now. Like, you want to just dive into something full-heartedly. You know, that's what you really want. But over here, we have the Eight of Cups. This is what's going on the outside that's affecting you internally. So on the outside, you guys are funny, because you are still logical, okay? You're still air signs. You're feeling like this, and you're feeling passionate and lovey, but on the outside, you're cutting people off left and right. Because that's what's necessary. Like, you know, for you to have this self-love and to give love out freely, you need to only give it to people that deserve you, and you know that. So anyone who doesn't deserve you or who treats you poorly, you're like, goodbye. You're just walking away from them, you know? And then for the central, I mean, not the central focus, because this is the central focus. The advice is the Two of Swords. So yeah, you've made it. This is either making a decision or you need to make a decision. Oh, excuse me. And I'm seeing this as you've made the decision. Your advice was to make a decision, and you were like, all right, I did. And you decided that you want the best for you, okay? Whereas the fire reading I just did, they were doing what's best for the other person because out of obligation, even though they were extremely miserable. Like, they were so miserable. It was so toxic. They were getting treated like a bag of shit. Like, but they stayed in the situation because they felt obligated, either financially or whatever. But, you know, that's over. You've decided not to have any attachments or have any obligations to anyone anymore because you want to focus on just you and just worry about being this bundle of love, this little love bug over here. So, which is great. And over here, this is just extra energy that we pulled, but it's beautiful. Like, you're all about, like, you want 100% balance and equal effort in a relationship. You want a true soul connection. Like, if this is a twin flame scenario or a soulmate or a past life, whatever, you're realizing that that's what you want. Like, you don't like, there's nothing that can really compare to that. And that's what you want. You know, you want this 10 of Pentacles. You want this stable, happy family life with the person that you truly care about. You know, you want to give your heart out here. It's a little guarded, okay? You may still be a little guarded because of you're still going through this last final push of shit here, okay? You can still be going through that, but it's very quickly ending, okay, into a very happy cycle of abundance. So you're a little guarded. You're pretty slow. Like, if you want to offer to somebody, like if this is a person that you want to offer to, you're very slow about it and you are pretty guarded, but you have beautiful intentions, okay? Like, they may be perceiving you as like slow and steady, not in a bad way, but like you're taking your sweet ass time. Like this person may have been waiting for you to leave a bad situation, and now you finally are, and you're moving toward them, and you're very excited about it. But on the outside, you're appearing very stoic and non-invested. But that's just how you're appearing, because on the inside, you're full of love. Okay, you've already decided that this is what you want. You know, you're very extremely decisive. He knows this is the King of Swords. Okay, when he makes a decision, that's the decision. Okay, he's gonna stick to it. That's what he wants. You know, and that's what this person is. And you're both embodying all, like, these 4 cards up here I'm seeing is your vibe right now. Okay, for the two of you, both of you are so passionate, even if it doesn't have to do with somebody else. It's just extreme passion, very grounded, working on your money, you know, getting your stability, balance within your own life, like balance of physical, mental, and emotional health. And then we have the Lovers here. You just want true connections in your life. You don't want any mediocre or superficial things anymore. You know, you want true things that are going to satisfy your soul. God, that's beautiful. Okay, we're going to read Standstill and the Journey for you guys. Let's go for Standstill. Um, 106. And my laptop's bugging out again. So this next message must be pretty significant. Let's see. It only glitches out when it's important. Yep, there it goes again. Alright, so Standstill. Number 52. When standstill appears, it is a symbol of pausing, the act of observation and breathing space. It represents the benefits of temporary nonation as well as what happens when one is stuck. When things seem to stall or stagnate, or when you feel stuck, this symbol appears as a reminder that constant action isn't going to get you where you want to go. Perhaps it's time to gather more information or just wait until the universe makes the next move. No matter what, this moment is a beautiful gift orchestrated in your favor. Enjoy it. Let the universe bring all the parts together for the highest good. Go and play, recharge, and take the focus off whatever is stalled. Life will get busy again for you sooner than you think. Time to get out of the analysis paralysis, and God, that is an issue for a lot of air signs, because you guys you're mental, okay? It's sword energy, it's air, it's thought. So you guys can get so caught up in like deciding how to do something that you don't actually do it. You're overanalyzing to the point where you can't do anything. That's what analysis paralysis is. Standstill invites you to turn within, breathe, and recognize that this is the condition of the moment. It allows you the opportunity to bear witness to whatever is going on before movement resumes. This is also an opportunity to abort a project, to exit before damage, and it may also be time to relieve you of an unnecessary burden that you took on without considering the cost. Which one it is depends on you stopping, taking a breath, quieting your mind, and removing all your distractions. Then can you make your next move in a grounded, relaxed, and detached way. When something doesn't go the way you think it should, remember the following: what is yours cannot be taken away. Okay, exactly. And that's what you're starting to realize here, where if it's meant for you, if it's meant to be in your life, and if it's healthy for you, it will work out. You know, you do not want any superficial relationships anymore. Even if you did in the past, that's over now. Next we have the Journey, page 58. The Journey is an invitation to, it's actually number 29 as well. The Journey is an invitation to step outside the boundaries of your life as you know it. The journey is not a holiday. It is a call to be hermit-like and go on a pilgrimage into the unknown. There are no maps to the territory you will be exploring, no marked paths or road signs. The time to embark on the great journey is here. Do not linger in the port where distant shores are calling. Fearlessly draw your own navigational charts as you discover the route. When the time is right, as it is now, you will be led true, even when you are not sure of where you are going. It is the departure that is most important. If you miss the boat, a great opportunity will be lost, and another ship may not arrive for a very long time. The journey is calling you, but the timing is premature. Collecting postcards or fantasies of where you want to go may take over your focus and make you miss your destiny. Other things may be completed first, or you may still be attached to knowing the destination. Remember that the point of the journey is not the destination, it's who you will become as you are transformed along the way. Do not confuse the inner and the outer journey. Wow. That is beautiful. Exactly like I was saying, this is a turning point for you, where you're at the end of this hard stuff, you know, and you're working toward this brand new beginning. It's all part of your journey, okay? But who was it? I just did one of the elements that I just did. Their message was to shift their focus, because they were focused on the pain of whatever happened in that situation, but they weren't seeing all the abundance that was surrounding them. And that's what that card is talking about as well, where you have to focus on the positive and take these opportunities as they're presented to you. Otherwise, it's just going to waste away. You know, like if this is someone that you truly want to be with, you in the past you may have been analysis paralysis, where you wanted them so badly, you wanted to do it perfectly, and you felt like you were just trying to analyze every single detail and make it perfect, but that was just causing issues, because it makes you stagnant and not do anything. So what that journey is saying is shift your focus to yourself. Like it was saying, focus on you, your self-confidence, who you are. You know, it doesn't matter what people think of you. If you focus on you and not so worry about like the destination, that's how you're going to get to your destination, okay? Wow, that was gorgeous and beautiful. Check the time here. Yeah, well, that's all right. It's the end of the reading anyway, but pretty much the main point here is you're at the end of a hard road, okay? And you're definitely on the right track. You know, remain in a place of love. Try not to be so logical, and no analysis paralysis, guys, okay? Because I know that's a big thing for air signs too. You guys think so much because you're very intelligent, but you overthink everything. So just keep that in mind. But thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.